Hello and welcome to the first kitchen home baking video. I don't know what you want to call this. Who am I even talking to? Who knows? It's myself. We're going to be starting off. Well, we already made our noodles. Don't want them to fall out, but they're al dente. So I just finished that up, so now we will start on. Move these out of the way. Garlic. We're just going to slightly crack everything open, peeling the shells off. Fun fact, yes, garlic does have a shell. That's how it stays fresh. And fun fact, this thing's the worst thing to try to get off. There we go. One done. One more to go. Yes, this will not be the only food that will be created, that will be used today. I have onion, I have some mushroom. It's just personally for my preference. I enjoy having a little bit of mushroom in my food. Here we're still trying to get off there it is, the garlic. Then we'll move these two mushrooms over here so I can work on cutting. The garlic, I want to mince it. So. And yes, always have your knuckles be the thing that the knife braces against, because you do not want to slice your fingers. It is not fun, no matter what anybody tells you. I don't know who would be telling you to slice your fingers when you're cooking, but you know, we have psychopaths. Yoink. Then we will start mincing. Now, usually people do have larger knives for this, but today we're just going to keep it at just a small knife today. And then we always try to collect the garlic that we cut up into smaller bits, and then try to place it back down so we can continue cutting without stopping anything. Like this. We just kind of put it in here, and we put it down here, and then we just continue slicing. Yes, this unorthodox way of cutting it, but it's just my way to cut it and mince it together. You can find your own way of cutting it, but you know, it's my way. Yes, we are kind of doing whatever we want to right here. Now, when trying to take the garlic off the knife, I like to scrape it off with the back of the knife so I don't risk cutting myself. And this is our fresh minced garlic that we're going to put off to the side here. We're going to take these two mushrooms, we're going to set them down over here. Right in here we have some onion. Now, this will be the worst part, because I did find out very recently, yeah, the crying's no joke. You cry a lot when cutting onions. Who would have known? I didn't. So we're just gonna kind of take just a little piece of it off. I think this might be good enough. I think I'll cut off a little bit more right here. And then we put the rest back into the tube for later use. Whew. So I can smell it is potent. And then we just kind of, there we go. We'll set it off to the side, and then we can continue to cut this. And we make sure not to cut too much, because we still want to have the flavor of the onion. We're just trying to mince it up so it sautés easier in the pan. I think that's good enough for the mince. And so we will set this piece off. We just kind of scoop it, and we just kind of just gently maneuver it over. Unlike the garlic, it doesn't quite stick to your hand, so you're able to just kind of push it without doing anything. And then we're gonna start off with the mushrooms. Now I did freshly clean these, so there will be no risk of it being, dirty. Now, unlike everything else, this will not be minced up. This will just be cut into slices. Now here comes the more dangerous parts, down the center. So I'm able to get into cuts. And we'll take the other one because mushrooms do shrink. There we go. Now that we have all of our ingredients ready, we will take this, and here's our pan. What I'm going to be using is some good old sesame seed oil. Pop it. Put some in the pan. And then we'll move the pan off so we can start up here. And then put it on here so it doesn't create a big fire, smoke fire. I'm just gonna move the pan around so I can kind of get all steamed up. Just kind of wait for it for a little bit. Check the fire. That's directly under the pan. Actually, we do kind of want more of the sesame seed flavoring. There we go. And don't be afraid of sesame seed oil. It's just sesame seed oil. And then, oh yes, do you want a good old little spoon right here. Yep, now it's ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this ginger paste. We're gonna open it up. We're gonna take it, we're gonna put a little bit in there. Let's just start cooking. Then we're gonna add a little bit of this dark soy sauce. And put it in here. And kind of move it off a little bit. We're gonna take this, which is our chili oil. We're gonna kind of swoop it around. We're gonna taste it in a nice amount. We're gonna flop into the pan. Get a little bit of the oil of it off. Put it right here. Set back right here. We're gonna put it back in the pan. We're gonna kind of move it around. Set that right there. We're going to take everything that we just minced up and moved around and put it into the pan. Just slice it in there. And kind of just move it around. That's where the sauteing comes into the plan. olive oil. Put it into the pot. Take it off the heat, turn off the heat, let that simmer. We're gonna take our noodles, pop that right in. Kind of missed, that's okay. So we'll just kind of mix everything together. Just kind of stir it and mix it together. We're just going to kind of move something around. And then once we have incorporated everything together, we're just going to get it inside the pan. And we're going to put all of that in there. Then see we got some residuals. So we kind of take them, just kind of move it around. Just kind of collect it in there. Just kind of collect it all on the side like this. Every morsel of food. Because we don't want to waste food. I'm just going to pop that in. There we go. We're just going to take it right here, where we just kind of grab it. We just kind of put in here. Everything is now in motion. Boom. And then I'm going to set y'all right here so I can grab scissors. And we just kind of grab this I cut off a little bit of the green onion. I'm just gonna set it right here. Just take this and we just kind of plop into the food. We make it look pretty and all that. This is probably one of the only onions that will not make you cry, which is a very big plus when cutting it. There we go. We take this last piece, we set it down. And that is how I make, I don't know what to call this. Yeah. We'll just call it my food. Power food. That's what we'll call it. See y'all later. Peace.